May have made unauthorized disclosures of classified information that violates the House rules. Last month, Nunes suggested that the president and his associates had been monitored during the transition. He then walked those comments back, and we later learned that Nunes had gone to the White House to read those documents without informing the ranking Democrat or the other members of the House Intelligence Committee. Nunes released a statement accusing groups on the left of filing accusations against him that he calls entirely false and politically motivated. House Speaker Paul Ryan says Nunes still has his trust, but he does support the decision to step aside, saying it has become a distraction. So, what happens now? And what does it mean for this investigation? Nunes will remain the House Intelligence Chair. But for now, Texas Congressman Mike Conaway will take over the Russia investigation. And we should note, the Senate Intel Committee is also conducting its own investigation into Russian meddling.
So, are you ready for this? How'd you like to travel from D.C. to New York City in less than a half an hour, 30 minutes? It may sound like a fantasy, but a group was in our area today showing their plans to make it happen. The catch: you'd be enclosed in a tube and traveling at 700 miles an hour. Our transportation reporter Adam Tuss shows us the Hyperloop.
D.C. to New York City in 23 minutes. This is the stuff of science fiction. Or is it? Hyperloop One, as it's known, a moving pod pushed along in a tube at speeds close to 700 miles an hour using electromagnetic technology.
And so when we think about Hyperloop, we actually think it looks an awful lot like physical broadband.
Today at the museum, a Silicon Valley type rollout of this concept that this group believes can become reality.
Connecting the entire nation within 5 hours of each other, cities become metro stops.
The Hyperloop team here to generate buzz, yes, but also to get the attention of transportation leaders like former U.S. Transportation Secretary Anthony Fox.
I mean, is this a reality or is this kind of pie in the sky? How do you see it?
Well, I mean, the airplane was pie in the sky, and the car was a pie in the sky, and you know, virtually every mode of transportation we enjoy today was at one point kind of a pie-in-the-sky idea.
Gabe Klein is the former head of the District Department of Transportation. He says this kind of thing will face its challenges.
I think it's going to become a reality. I think it may take longer than people think to get through all of the right-of-way clearances and the sort of government regulations. But I think we are in for a sea change in terms of, you know, long-haul transportation.
Well, for right now, still the fastest way long-haul transportation-wise is the old airplane. But coming up next hour at 6, I'm going to let you know why the Hyperloop team says you'll never have to wait to catch a ride with them. Back to you.
That's beyond.
It's like when you're at the bank and they put your stuff in
that tube.
Through that tube. 700 miles an hour. Interesting.
Wow, that's going to be something if we live to see it. Coming up, a controversial pesticide in the spotlight after the Trump administration overturns that proposed ban. It leads to the question, are your fruits and vegetables safe?
Also today there were storms, but tomorrow is going to feel quite different around here. Doug's coming back with a look at what is headed our way next in the forecast.
When severe weather hit,
possible tornado,
Storm Team 4 was there, keeping you safe.
You need to be in your house.
Alerting you first.
Storm Team 4x4 right there.
On air, in our app, and on social.
Blinding rain.
Until the threat was over. Stay with Storm Team 4, working for you.
Now offering a lifetime guarantee.
Michael and Son.
A military plane crash.
Breaking news out of Prince George's.
Evacuating homes.
And News 4, first on the air.
Things were falling down all over the neighborhood.
Working for you to keep you safe.
If anyone finds part of this aircraft, do not touch it.
For continuing coverage, stay with News 4, working for you.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed. When everything is designed around you, the driver, you can. The new Mazda 3.
Now get the 2017 Mazda 3 for 0% APR for 60 months plus